What up, YouTube? Been absent the past couple days, but been busy the past couple days. But I want to talk about something, not a specific team, but more like a specific player whose rumors have been heating up, and that is Kevin Durant, who currently plays for the Phoenix Suns, who have gone, all in all, have had a terrible season because they have a trio of Beal, Booker, and Durant, and they're 4 games out of the play-in, if memory serves me correctly, and they're on a ticket to nowhere. I know there's an opportunity for them to finesse a play-in, but even then, I don't think they can win those games. Um, like for him though, the rumors have sparked up and they tried to get rid of him, or more like they tried to get something for him at the trade deadline. He found out about it, did not want to go back to Golden State, and he said if he had a choice, and he basically gave the X to them saying trade me in the offseason, which makes sense for him because getting thrown to a different team midway through a season is kind of difficult to win and get acclimated, and it is better to get traded during the offseason where you can acclimate yourself to a different team and get used to the new teammates and whatnot. And he made the best choice for him. And honestly, I feel bad for him in a sense. Not bad for him, but like it would be better for him to go on a contender. And the Suns just aren't that. And it's funny how they have to trade him instead of Beal because Beal's contract is horrendous and he has a no trade clause. And as a result of that, they can't trade him and they don't want to get rid of Booker because Booker is the youngest out of the 3 players. So KD is the one that ends up having kind of the most trade value in a sense if you were team building. So KD is probably going to end up on another team. According to Shams Charania, those teams in which he can be traded towards include the Heat, the Mavericks, the Lakers, and I want to say one more team that I'm blanking on. I don't remember. It may have been the Rockets, but I could be wrong. Um, and the Heat makes sense, but I don't know what a ceiling of Bam, him, and Tyler Hero would do. But it'd be interesting to see him coached up by Spo and some role players in that defensive scheme with Bam. But I don't know if the Suns would even take that offer because they need draft picks. The whatchamacallit, the Mavs offer makes sense, but with the Kyrie injury, and you don't even know if they would want to make that trade because Kyrie can be out until like not even next year, but the season after is when he will make his comeback because the ACLs take 8 to 12 months, and by then you don't know if Kai is gonna be back, and you don't know what a ceiling of a KD AD duo is in the regular season. I would have said the Mavs made the most sense, but the Kyrie ACL injury kind of threw things into a loop. And as for the Lakers, I don't know if they would want to do that. I think they should just like hone in on like role players and invest into the Braun and Luca duo instead of trading away more depth for a big three of Luca, Braun, and KD. Because at that point, I don't know what the bench or the rest of the starters are looking like. And if it is Houston, the last team, I think this one makes the most sense because they have a really good defense. They have Ime, they have young players. They're just missing a guy that could help them in terms of offensively because Houston's offense could get ugly from time to time. Spacing wise, it hasn't been great. I know Jalen Green has had good stretches this year, but him and Shengun have been inefficient for the majority of the year. But I see potential in them. I just don't know who you trade because like you would have to give up one of Shengun and Jalen. I know they in terms of contracts they could get rid of Fred and maybe Dylan. Honestly, that probably make the money match, but I don't know what young players would what Phoenix would want. I would assume they would want one of the young players. I know Amen Thompson is untradeable based on what the season he's had. I don't know who else ends up in that KD trade. But for if I were to have to make a pick, I would say Houston. As a Nuggets fan, I wouldn't be opposed to a KD trade, but we don't have any picks, so it's like I don't know why Phoenix would want to do that. But I would love to see a trio of KD, Nikola, and Jamal Murray. So it is an interesting summer for Kevin Durant. I don't know where he ends up, but hopefully on a contender because he's playing good ball, and I would like to see the OGs get one last crack at greatness, man. That's basically it for me. Comment down below your thoughts on this. Where do you think KD ends up in the offseason? Which team do you think he gets traded to? And if he does get traded to a team, what team do you think the team that he gets traded on goes over the top and ends up being a legitimate title contender? And that's basically it for me. A like and a follow is appreciated. A like and a subscription is always appreciated. You could also follow me on Danny Nuggets on TikTok. I'll greatly appreciate that as well. And as always, guys, have a good one. Peace.